This is the Catacomb Cult.
Easy. Oh. What up, party people? My name is Javin Romero, aka your Funk Master General, and this is the Catacomb Cult Podcast presents the Happy Magic Music Hour. I don't know why I have to think about the title every time I say it, but I don't put words together gooder. But anyway, welcome to this episode. Yeah, we're going to go. I'm out of voice memos. We went through all the voice memos, or at least the ones I'm willing to show. There was like one or two that I was just like, shit, this cannot see the light of day. So, yeah. And I've been like listening to a lot of music. Like, you know, everybody listens to music, but I've been listening to a lot of new music, I should say, lately. Shit that I've been getting turned on to, which is rare for me because like I've said, I listen to new shit, but it's usually by artists I've been listening to for 20 years. You know what I mean? But I've been listening to a lot of like new shit I didn't know about. But yeah, I've also been getting into stuff that I got turned on to a few years ago or whatever. And this one dude, Zachy Force Funk. I'm pretty sure he's from Tucson, Arizona, where a lot of my family lives and stuff. He's brother to Nate No Face, who's a badass. And God willing, I met him a couple weeks ago. And God willing, or Satan willing, whatever has you, or Xenu willing, he'll do this show one day, and that'd be cool. Because I'm pretty sure he lives pretty close to me, like right down the street. But anyway, yeah, like Zachy, his brother's dope too, and I'm not like a funk guy. I never really liked funk. I was never like a hater of it, but it was just never really my thing. I'm not like fun, like, you know, Michael Jackson wasn't really into him, and not just Michael Jackson, but I mean like, you know, shit, I can't even name him. Like, who's the guy who put cigarettes out on hookers? Super Freak. Rick James, come on. Chappelle made him the most famous name to my generation. Anyway, yeah, like funk was never really my bag, you know. I'm not really a dancer, you know, I don't really dance. But this dude does it in a cool way. Watch. I'll play one for him. One of his tracks. This is Zachy Force Funk. And this is called Funky Gangster. I'll just play a couple seconds. But this shit is dope. Why have I been getting a bunch of Spanish ads? Okay, here we go. Shit's hard, man. Here's your chance. Johnny was a gangster, but he wanted to dance. I said, yo, baby, Johnny, here's your chance. And then, like, you know, he was part of Demon Queen, he was one part, or I don't know how they divided it up, but him and Tobacco, and if you know Tobacco, I'm sure you people know Tobacco, and if you don't know him, you probably heard his shit. Like, if you've seen Silicon Valley, that whole intro beat, that's a Tobacco beat. And he did albums with A$AP Rock and all that shit. But yeah, he was part of Demon Queen. They were in a group. Zachy Force Funk and Tobacco were in a group called Demon Queen. And this shit's hard too, with this Lamborghini Meltdown. This shit's hard, man. Just vibe, yo. Yeah, I don't know if this is funk, but the lyrics go too. Check it. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but you guys go check that out. And Demon Queen shit. I don't know if that's funk. I don't know what you call that. But you know, like when you play Apple Music on your Apple TV, Apple, they play the lyrics with it. And I remember seeing the lyrics. I just pulled them up. But it's that fly girl. Like that's what he was singing in that song. Fly girls rocking the spot. I'm cold digging that funk nasty scene. My girl freaks it a lot. High posting for all tricks to see. Like, this shit's hard. I'm cold digging that funk nasty scene. My girl freaks it a lot. High posting for all tricks to see. And then I've been listening to a lot of King Cruel. I don't want to play his shit, but yeah, King Cruel, he's real dope. He's like this fucking ginger dude from England, but he's real soulful, mad soulful. And let me see, what else do I got on the playlist? Yo, why do I keep hearing Am I fucking up? Is my shit fucking up? But yeah, fucking Quasar, who's been a long time, not favorite of mine, but he's been, yeah, I mean, he's turned into one of my favorite. You know, he's part of the group Typical Cats, or he was part of the group Typical Cats back in the day. If you're an indie hip hopper, you know Typical Cats. But and he was like always cool. Like I was like, yo, he's good, but he was never like I never really was like, yo, he's fucking dope. Like Denizen and Quell were just like, they were undeniably dope. Denizen Kane and Quell. But Quasar wasn't, but like lately, the shit he's been putting out in the past few years with like Bat Sauce making his beats, I've just been like, dude, he's fucking hard, man. Like this dude's fucking badass. Like this song, Sassafras, so dope.
Just throttling your lines like Comcast cable.
I'm throttling your line. I'm throttling your lines like Comcast cable. Come on, hard. Forget about it. Forget about this fucking guy's hard. This guy's fucking hard over here. All right.
About as stupid as Scientology, don't follow me, or any other religious ideology, honestly. Thought we knew the truth back when we was puffing cat piss, with egos all inflated, trying to make it in this rap shit. But even that is getting Dreamcast to madness. Now every time we spot them city deals, we do them backflips.
That holy goddamn.
Everybody captive, the apes and the kids say it's better with this bat shit. Dropping columns with a demigods, knowledge at your city college. You gon' think the gods that they got us if you can't tell the kidnappers
from the robbers.
The really still, it's not a problem. We came to king.
I really like his accent, or like, you know, the cadence he's putting on in his voice too, like kidnappers from the robbers, like I don't know. But he's like kind of grinding his teeth like from the robbers. I don't know, it's tight.
Take your city college, you gon' think the gods that they got us if you can't tell the kidnappers from the robbers. The really still, it's not a problem. We came to cane all them. Let's fuck them all in the ass. I don't give a fuck. Bag them up with the trash, burn them in they trucks till it's all sounding like a hook from the odd future that I brought back to go plot it up and whip Pluto. On and popping like I'm locking on my plots and ripping shoulders out the socket. John McCarthy screaming stop before we dox me, but I'm not a
so dope.
Like Joe Rogan with a joining quest and everything. If not, then what's the point? Fuck it. If you make them, you can break them how you won't chew. Better that the lie about some wild shit you don't do first. Let me finish dodging bullets with my kung fu by leaping over bitters with my pogo dick and jumpsuit. You heard a rumor we was through this, it was untrue. Some motherfuckers put your hands up, don't shoot. Relax, you the hottest shit. Forget a bowl of grits, you're hotter than the steaming pot of piss.
Let's acknowledge it.
Each and every part of this piece, magnificent. Chances are your day of ill quite different. When I say
right here is my favorite.
Synthesis. When I say need more, no need to say lyricist. Never really bother with the hellos or the halos, or settle with the echoes, or heckle with the a-holes. That's throttling your lines like Comcast cable.
I grew up in the hood, I'm probably unstable.
Nobody taught me how to get your vibes right. No stars to keep my eyes right, but my lows and highs right in hindsight. The way the dice made them nice, so I took my slice of lime like cold block of ice, then embrace life.
Man, that's a badass song right there. That motherfucker is spitting, dude. That motherfucker is spitting. I didn't even mean to play the whole song, but yo, that dude's spitting. So check him out. That's Quasar and Bat Sauce. their new album or EP. I think it might be an EP. No, it's an album. It's got like 10 songs on it. But yeah, it's called Stone Giant. So fucking check that out. He's a bad motherfucker right there. What's up, everyone? Javin here. I just wanted to take a second to mention my online store. We have prints, t-shirts, hats, and special gifts with each purchase. Everything is handmade and designed by myself or other amazing artists I know. Quality materials and timely shipping, plus that extra special ingredient, love and appreciation. Your support helps my creative endeavors and supports other artists like me. Visit thecatacombcult.bigcartel.com. Yo, new and limited items are cycled through there all the time. So at the Catacomb Cult on Instagram or my personal page at Javin Romero. The revenue I see from this shop gets poured right back into things like short films, photo shoots, lunches, and gas money for any crew or actors helping me out, you know, locations, all that. Plus you get some dope shit. So thank you once again. Let's cultivate. That's stupid. All right, thanks. Peace. We'll get into my song. We'll get into my shitty song. No. I don't think my songs are shitty too. That's just insecurity, you know what I mean? All artists are little babies, are little sensitive artists. You know what I mean? They just want to hear you say, no, like when I say my shitty songs, I just want to hear you say, no, your song isn't shitty. It's life-changing. It changed my life. I cried with my mother holding hands with her while we listened to it. You know what I mean? All right, let me find a song. I gotta stop doing it on SoundCloud. No disrespect, SoundCloud, but man, they make it fucking hard to find your own music. Is there a button I'm missing? Like, what the fuck is going on? All right, let's do a song called Alien. Once again, this one isn't my beat or a beat my friend made. This is from like a beat tape back in the day called Villain Accelerate. So I don't own the rights to this shit or anything like this. I'm not selling it. I have never sold it. Yeah, here it is. It's called Alien. I don't even like it. I don't even like when it happens. Here, let me make some context to this. This was like like my second year in Hollywood, or maybe first year. It might have been my first year in Hollywood. And I was just like, man, I want to make something different. I got sick of like how I was rhyming at that time. I used to rhyme. I don't even rhyme anymore, really. I haven't made a song in a long time. This is probably one of the last songs I made, to be honest. But no, this is one, like a few. I made a few after this, but there wasn't many. And I did a couple guest spots and shit, but that was it. But yeah, this Alien, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, man. I wanted to like, I don't know. We'll try to figure out what I was thinking in the lyrics. Yeah, let's figure it out together through these lyrics. This is a badass beat too, man. Shout out to Villain Accelerate.
My blood is spraying the scene. I slip my wrist to the stage and left my life to the breeze. I'm like a blue whale with no tail, just trying to breach. Watching these vile villains prey and leech on the meek, creating pack.
Alright, so that whole first verse, look out, my blood is spraying the scene. I like talking about the indie scene, the underground scene. I slipped my wrist on the stage and I slipped my wrist to the stage and left my life to the breeze. It was basically, that's what I remember now. It was basically saying I'm done trying to make it as a rapper. You know what I mean? There's only so much punishment you can do. You know, I mean, you know, I had a little bit of stage fright, so I did do a lot of shows, but yeah, like, you know, there's only so much you can do. I sent demos to mad people, press packs, and I don't really know what else I could have done. You know, maybe I just didn't have it, you know what I mean? And, you know, and I know, like, I used to say, like, I'll make music forever, and I will. I still have microphones and shit. I still dabble in making beats every once in a while and stuff. Even though that wasn't my forte, but yeah, like I think it was just like I slipped my wrist to the stage and left because like I put it all out there, man. I'm like, if you go through my catalog, if you really like listen and understand, not saying like my shit's hella technical and you can't understand, but I'm saying like if you get what I'm saying and some of the shit I'm saying, like about my anxiety and shit like that, you like really know me and shit. I was like embarrassingly honest on some songs, you know what I mean? And even more on some songs I haven't released, and I might release them too. I don't know. I just, you make a lot of songs and see what you like. And then you fall, like as an artist, you fall out of love with songs. This song actually is probably one of my favorite songs I ever wrote. So anyway, this is what I was saying. I slipped my wrist to the stage and left my life to the breeze. I'm like a blue whale with no tail, just trying to breach. Breaching means coming out of the water to get a breath of air. And if he doesn't have a tail, how the fuck can he swim? You know what I mean? So I felt like I was drowning and I needed to change, man. And then I started getting more into photography and videos and behind the scenes shit instead of in front of the scene shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, I think it suits me better, It suits me better. You can be just as creative as music, to be honest, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's no limits really, And it's a dope creative outlet, basically. And there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn. I mean, there's a ton to learn in music too. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. It's something tickles my fancy more when it comes to photography and editing and filmmaking, really. I want to tell stories because that's what I was as a rapper, telling my story and sometimes other people's. But like film, I want to make, like, my ultimate goal is to write, shoot, and direct. You know what I mean? Maybe not shoot so much. I know some cinematographers that are way doper than me. But like I want to write and direct at least. You know what I mean? And create a story, just like music. So anyway, all right, let's go. This was the fucking first bar. Jesus. Sorry.
Look out, my blood is spraying the scene. I slid my wrist to the stage and left my life to the breeze. I'm like a blue whale with no tail, just trying to breach. Watching these vile villains prey and leech on the meek. Creating peckish creatures that weave through the streets. We don't see you as a human, we just see you as me. I'm like Hellcat Maggie, the way I sharpen my teeth. And I swipe the horseman stallion, suppress Satan's speech. Step your game up, world, you move like a sleeve stack. Contorted faces and bones.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was just about government watching these vile villains prey and leech on the meek, like prey, like predators, and leech on the meek, creating peckish creatures that weave through the streets. We don't see you as a human, we just see you as meat. That's just the powers that be, you know what I mean? Whatever's holding, like, keeping you from being truly free, you know what I'm saying? That's who I'm talking about. Whatever applies to you, you know what I mean? We don't see you as a human, we just see you as meat. I'm like Hellcat Maggie, the way I sharpen my teeth, and I swipe the horseman stallion, the 4 horsemen, death. I swipe the horseman stallion, and what do I say? I don't know. Jesus, I know that this is one of my favorite songs that I've written.
Vile villains prey and leech on the meek, creating peckish creatures that weave through the streets. We don't see you as a human, we just see you as me. I'm like Hellcat Maggie, the way I sharpen my teeth. And I swipe the horseman stallion, suppress Satan's speech.
Oh yeah, suppress Satan's speech. So I don't know, that's another like colloquial term for, it's like an umbrella term for whatever's your demon. Because if you don't know, if you haven't heard any of the other episodes, I'm a staunch atheist, god damn it. So if you don't know, I just had to cut something. That's why I'm kind of laughing. But I just know I'm gonna cut that. But maybe I'll start a Patreon and you can hear those little outtakes. No, I'm joking. But yeah, like I said, God, like suppress Satan's speech, whatever demon's your demon. And like I was saying, if you haven't listened to my other episodes, I'm a staunch atheist. God damn it. And then I went on, but I have to cut that. So anyway, let's go on the song. I'm not really a staunch atheist like that. I'm not like a dickhead like that. So, like, everybody I love believes in God.
Human, we just see you as me. I'm like Hellcat Maggie, the way I sharpen my teeth. And I swipe the horseman stallion, suppress Satan's speech. Step your game up, world. You move like a sleeve stack. Contorted faces and bones that rip through the beast back. Retract, regroup, re-up, recoup. While I'm stuck scribing scriptures on the back of my six-pack. Hell is rising, my paintbrush is devil's goatee. Sharp stare, black attire like Bela Lugosi. I was discovered in Antarctica, the John Carpenter thing that twists your face into ribbons and wraps your brain in my parka. Self-appointed kings get torn apart.
Hell is rising, my paintbrush is devil's goatee, is the devil's goatee. Sharp stare, black attire like Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi's Dracula. And what I mean like that, when I bring up like angels and demons and stuff, it's like, I say that like hell is rising, my paintbrush is devil's goatee, not because I'm like a fucking devil worshiper or anything like that. I don't believe in the devil. I'm just saying there's a part of all the best art, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is like fact. Everything's subjective, but like great art is rebellious. You know what I mean? I think even like discoveries and shit and science and breakthroughs, like Copernicus, he risked his life, and Galileo, they risked their lives for saying the sun doesn't revolve around the earth. You know what I mean? So, and that was rebellion. That was rebellious. That was fuck the man. That was fuck the system. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm not even like, I like that. I wish I could be like more buck the system and shit, but I'm a fucking consumer just like everybody else. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's what I mean when I say hell is rising, my paintbrush is a devil's goatee. Because, for thousands of years, if I said that 1,000 years ago, I'd be probably murdered. You know what I mean? So, anyway, here we go. Let's keep going.
While I'm stuck scribing scriptures on the back of my six-pack. Hell is rising, my paintbrush is devil's goatee. Sharp stare, black attire like Bela Lugosi. I was discovered in Antarctica, the John Carpenter thing that twists your face into ribbons and wraps your brain in my parka. Self-appointed kings get torn apart.
That's just more hyperbole, fucking me showing off kind of. And I like the rhyme scheme of it. I love the thing. It's right there. It's one of my favorite horror movies ever. Not necessarily because of the story, even though I think the story's kick ass. Like, a fucking buried alien that's been buried in Antarctica for fucking 25,000 years or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's a cool story. Or I think it was even more. I think it was like 500,000 years. But yeah, like that's a cool story to me. But anyway, the graphics, the practical effects in that were like groundbreaking for the 70s. You know what I mean? And Kurt Russell, come on, Kurt's the man. I was discovered in and I like the rhyme scheme. I was discovered in Antarctica, the John Carpenter. It's kind of like offbeat. I was discovered in Antarctica, the John Carpenter thing that twists your face into ribbons. I like that phrase, twist your face into ribbons. Like cut your face into ribbons and wrap your brain in my parka, my jacket. Like take your brain and wrap it in my parka. You know what I mean? I don't know. All right, let's go.
Carpenter thing that twists your face into ribbons and wraps your brain in my parka. Self-appointed kings get torn apart by hungry peasants. Or melted flesh, blood solidifies in palm resins. The sessions of old, heaven slept in and let the demons control. Now you reckon you best men and beckon to go. What's the goal? Is your whole soul reason for rapping? Go that ego swole. My ego swarms low and paints a black hole on the holes of beast soul. Gain momentum and grow and watch that fucker implode. It's whoa. I choke the square under arm in this.
It's whoa, by the way. R.I.P. Black Rob, man. I don't really know much of his catalog, but Whoa is a fucking hard song, man. So, and the beat is hard. All right, we're going into the chorus now. That was just about ego shit. Like, I'll kill your ego with my fucking my veracity, my voracious, like, dedication to the craft. You know what I mean?
That fucker implode is whoa. I choke a square underarm in the streetlights. Nauseous cause of the doozy boozy dude I created last night. I chloroformed a monster. Now even this moonlight is too bright. Even this moonlight is too bright.
Alright, so I'll tell you what that means. That's like the bridge to the chorus. I choke a square under ominous street lights. It's kind of double meaning, like you could choke a square like a fucking nerd. No, I'm a nerd, so like, but like a square, like a fucking yuppie. That's better, yuppie. But no, I choke a. This is when I smoke cigarettes. I choke a square. You know, they call it cigarette squares under ominous street lights because you know it's always scarier at night. Under ominous street lights, nauseous because of the doozy boozy dude I created last night. Talking about I'm nauseous because I created a doozy. I was on a doozy last night. I got so fucking hammered drunk, you know? A doozy boozy dude I created last night. I chloroformed a monster, meaning I was like fucking drunk as hell, and just kept drinking or whatever, and chloroformed a monster like I was being a monster. So I chloroformed a monster. Now even, and I'm so hungover, like now even this moonlight is too bright. Like I'm so hungover, even this moonlight is too bright. You know what I mean? So that's what that whole thing means.
Now even this moonlight is too bright. Even this moonlight is too bright. I choke a square underarm in the street lights. Nauseous cause of the doozy boozy dude I created last night. I chloroformed a monster. Now even this moonlight is too bright. Even this moonlight is too bright. My favorite authors are psychos and alcoholics.
Cheers.
Eccentric demons with the world shoved in their pockets. My favorite authors are psychos and alcoholics. Eccentric demons with the world shoved in their pockets.
That's pretty self-explanatory. My favorite authors are psychos and alcoholics. Eccentric demons with the world shoved in their pockets, meaning like they write. They usually have a notebook that fits in their pockets or their bag or whatever, and they're writing something that might transform like society. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. And I call them demons just because they hate themselves. Most writers are fucking depressive, crazy fucks. You know what I mean? So like good writers at least. But yeah, but that's it. You know, fucking. My favorite authors are psychos and alcoholics, eccentric demons with the world. And the only reason I didn't say like drug addicts or anything, it just didn't fit in the rhyme scheme. That's you know, I would have said psychos, alcoholics, drug addicts, maniacs, you know what I mean? Sex fiends, who knows? But it didn't rhyme and it didn't fit in that bar. So, but yeah. I like the harmony though a little bit.
Eccentric demons with the world shoved in their pockets.
That's just the chorus backwards. It's a hard song, man. It's a hard song. Cold 3 minutes. 3 minutes and we're out on that song. Just one verse, like a bridge and a chorus. I kind of like making short songs like that. I like my other homies used to be like, yo, you're fucking being lazy, dude. It needs to be verse, chorus, and a third verse and another chorus and shit. Like, I write 24 bar verses, motherfucker. I think that was a 24 bar verse, by the way. But, you know, it's like, come on, man. Punk rockers get away with making like a minute and a half songs. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Don't tell me what to do. Why you trying to fucking tell me what to do? No, I'm joking. There was some ne'er-do-wells that frequented my house just because they wanted me to record them, you know what I mean? They weren't like the real homies, you know? But, yeah. All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Catacomb Cult Podcast presents Happy Magic Music Hour. Let me say a proper goodbye without the headphones. I really don't like the headphones, man. But maybe I should do pods or something. But anyway, of course, you know I love you. You know I love you. Give everybody in your family a big smooch and say that was from Javin. Even if they've never even heard of me. Say that was from Javin. Give him a big smooch, a wet one on the lips. And say that's from Javin. He's a freak. All right. Love you. Peace and love. Ringo Starr. That's his catchphrase. I'll think of a catchphrase. See you on the next one. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Established in 399 BC, this is the Catacomb Cult.